Hey guys, so what we're going to do with this video is kind of give you an idea of what we do when we travel, because we actually travel a whole lot. So we're going to Columbus for the weekend. I go up there usually once every 2 months, try to a little more often, to see John Quint, who is a neuromuscular therapist, active release therapist, and basically keeps my body and joints and everything functioning correctly, keeps you from getting imbalances, adhesions, all that good stuff, and just basically keeps my body working at a high capacity. So we're going up there this weekend to see him. He's going to be working on me, which, you know, we'll get on film and have him kind of go over some things. So kind of this is what we do when we travel by car. What we typically do is we have a suitcase that is specifically made for traveling, and we actually take this on our trips, even when we're traveling through plane, because we typically try to get hotels or something that has a kitchenette, at least a refrigerator and a microwave. We'll try to get a small kitchenette if possible with a fridge, you know, and a stove top. Sometimes those are hard to come by, but either way, if we don't have that, we'll take actually a small electric range to cook things on if we need to. So at least we'll have a microwave and a refrigerator. So what we typically have in here is obviously the necessities, because we're in prep, so it's we're 7 weeks out at this point. Obviously food scale, rice cakes, quinoa flakes. I actually bring our own pans because I'm just anal like that, and even though they have them sometimes at the hotels, I still bring my own. Or if they don't have anything, we use them on our free range that we bring. And then in here we have cinnamon, cooking spray, cutlery scissors, spatula. Over here we have Tupperware for when we cook our food, and obviously need some storage or traveling. Some typical supplements, some palm fruit, which is fantastic. Matt Porter led me onto that and been taking it ever since. My greens, grazed, obviously my wife's Beauty Fit stuff, and just kind of the necessities in that aspect. So, and then for Christmas, my wife actually got me a Yeti cooler. And obviously, I'm sure most of you have heard of that. These things are fantastic. Keep things cold. It doesn't take much ice, and even if we didn't have a refrigerator, these will keep things cold for a week easily without having to replace ice constantly. So like what we have in here, our typical thing, a little shelf here for our condiments, our go-to stuff, sugar-free, barbecue sauce, of course my Walden Farm syrup, my pancakes, mustard, reduced sugar ketchup, then our foods, tons of ground turkey, and then also egg whites, jasmine rice, frozen, some skinny beef, love this stuff, asparagus, basically all these things that we need during prep. So this cooler is fantastic, nice and convenient. Things crazy cold, you don't need bags of ice replaced every 2 days. So definitely recommend this if you don't have one. And then also, this is our bag of supplements. Obviously my wife is sponsored by Beauty Fit, so tons of Beauty Fit products in here. Recover, Beauty Balance, all the good stuff. And then, I have all my health supplements like citrus bergamot for cholesterol, and some other stuff which I'll go over later. So this is obviously a necessity every time we travel. And then whether we're on a plane or even on this 3-hour road trip, fit our bags, cooler, obviously we need food to eat on the go, so I just pre-pack this. And if we're traveling, obviously some sprouted grain bread, my wife's power bars, what we got here, some Applegate Farms turkey. I love this, no nitrates or anything. I mean, I don't need it all the time, but I make it's really convenient when we travel. Tastes really good too. All right, so we'll just kind of record things as we go through the trip, little things that we do. We'll maybe take you through some training that we'll be doing up in Easton. Typically I train with John Meadows when we're up there, but he's sick right now, or I train at Elite, but just timing didn't work out this time, but hopefully next time. And then, you know, we'll just take you through the weekend once we get to the hotel, some training, do the session with John, you know, and hope you guys get something out of this. Ready?
It's on.
All right, as you know, I love Starbucks, I love coffee. This is a ritual every time we go on a trip. If they answer.
Hi, welcome to Starbucks. And started for you.
Yeah, I'd like one tall Americano.
Tall Americano?
Yeah, with light cream and 2 Splenda.
Okay.
And then also a Grande half calf
Grande half calf.
with 3 Splenda.
Are you want a half calf coffee or?
Yes, hot coffee.
Okay. Grande half calf coffee. With 3 Splenda. Okay.
That'll be it.
All right. 461.
All right, thanks. Now, obviously, since it's 3:30, I'm not going to be getting a lot of caffeine, which is why I wear a half calf. Try not to overflood my system, since I typically take coffee or a pre-workout. You know, if I'm feeling low on energy or whatever, I'm just trying to keep my adrenals fresh. So, but I love coffee. It's a good appetite suppressant. Tons of antioxidants and benefits I've posted about a million times. And you hear my child in the back seat crying right now because he does that for the first 20 minutes of a trip. He whines until he gets settled in, and then he's good to go.
Look how handsome.
The boy gets aggravated and the girl just lays there. So every time we travel, whether it's on the road or flying, I always get coffee. You know, Starbucks 90% of the time, as long as they have it. Something I've done, I always have done, and I'm a coffee connoisseur, so to speak. Can't go without my daily coffee. So we're doing this, and then we're going to hit the road. Take about 3.5 hours to get to Columbus. It's actually probably going to take us about 4.5 or 5, because we're going to stop at the Nike outlet on the way up and search for some stuff. We got a gift certificate for Christmas we need to use, and I love shopping anyways, especially for Nike. So next time we catch up, we'll be at the hotel, getting settled in, and then let you guys see what we're doing at that point. On the way to Columbus now. What's up, guys? It is Saturday morning, and as you can see, we're in the hotel in Columbus. Nice little kitchenette area. So what we're going to do today is my weight drops almost 4 pounds this week after pushing pretty hard. And last Saturday I did a 450 gram carb refeed day. That kind of put fuel on the fire, so to speak, and revved everything up. So with that big weight drop, I'm extremely lean right now. We're going to do another refeed day today. And then I'm also going to do more of a free meal tonight, just to get a little more calories in me. Not crazy dirty or anything, some sushi. So this morning I was at 198. Also I'm 6 pounds away from the weight that I need to be, and I haven't been this way in a while. So starting the morning off here, having my typical quinoa pancakes. All I'm doing is increasing the intake, because my carb intake has been 125 grams. So today I'm going to be pushing for around, before my free meal, I'm still going to get in around 400 to 450 grams before the free meal. And then after the free meal, obviously, we'll way surpass that. As you can see, my pancakes. I make these every day, usually twice a day. Pancakes with the quinoa flakes, cinnamon, and a little bit of typically get flapjack protein pancake mix. I only put maybe a fourth of a serving in there just for the baking part. It helps them rise a lot better. It gives a little moisture to them. So that total will be 50 grams of carbs in the pancakes. And then I'm also doing some sprouted grain toast. So that's another 25 here for 75 grams of carbs. And then this is my treats on my refeed days, my caramel rice cakes. I'll do a couple of these. And that's going to be 20, so I'm getting roughly around 100 grams of carbs this meal. And I typically lower my protein intake on my refeed days. I'm typically at 300 grams. Obviously, going so high calories a day, plenty of protein sparing nutrients, so protein doesn't need to be that high, so I'll probably get around 225 grams or so. So not really worried about getting my 300 grams by any means. I have plenty of carbs and fats in my system to spare that. Now, another thing I always do in the morning too, my go-to drink. I'm not a veggie guy, but they're essential. I drink Braised every morning. Love this product. It's one of the only greens that I like the taste of, number one. But it's also great because it has amino acids in it. Obviously, all your greens for pH balance, spinach, kale, all that good stuff. And then it also helps with, it's got sodium, obviously, potassium, all that stuff for electrolytes. And then I also put palm fruit in it. Good stuff for your health overall. Numerous benefits here. It's kind of like an anti-aging type supplement. It's basically red palm oil in a powdered form. So just doing 1 scoop of that. And 1 scoop of palm fruit. As you've seen before, that I drink a ton of, or take a lot of sea salt. I actually don't like sea salt on my meals, but sodium is crazy important. Transport nutrient, obviously, hydration. So, you'll see my little trick here. Mix this, and I have my sea salt. So, 1 teaspoon is 1 serving, it's around 600 milligrams of sodium. And this goes in my mouth, and then I just chase it down with this. Pretty simple. Easy. I have this every single meal. Lower your carb intake, especially. The more sodium you need. Water intake needs to stay high too. Alright, so what we're doing today, the rest of the morning is, this is obviously my pre-workout meal. Also, I got and I keep this, it's my blood glucose monitor. Especially on my refeed days, I like to see where I'm at. Kind of gives me an idea of how my body's utilizing all the carbs. Like last week, my fasting blood glucose is typically 80, 79. Then last week, after my refeed day, at the end of the day, it was actually 79. So I pretty much knew that I wasn't going to gain any weight because my body was just basically soaking up everything that I put in it. So it helps me monitor, kind of keep track of everything and how much I really need to push. I've been using that for the last last year I used it some, and I'm using a lot more this prep, and keeping track of everything. And there's other nuances to it too. I'm gonna give everything away. It's really helped with kind of like the peaking process going into the final week of prep. Also, I can point out some of the other supplements that we're taking health-wise, because health is huge. Ubiquinol, heart. Basically, this is my heart stuff. Is Ubiquinol, basically CoQ enzyme is just a better absorption supplement. Cardone, blood pressure. such as bergamot, is cholesterol, keeping it in check. Obviously my omega-3s with some vitamin D3 in it. Turmeric, curcumin, basically good stuff for inflammation, amongst other things. And then glucose disposal agent. I will use these on my refeed days as well. I don't use them on any other days, just my refeed day. This is Matador by 80 Elite. It's good stuff. Same company that makes Grazed. I'll take 2 of these about 15 minutes before my meals, just to help my insulin sensitivities and really help shuttle all the carbs where they need to go. So this is breakfast for the morning. So the next stop after this, obviously, is Starbucks for my pre-workout drink, because I always love my coffee. Then after that, we'll go hit some shoulders and arms. Maybe we'll get some of that on film. And then we will definitely get John Quint, who is going to be working on me today, some tissue work, and neuromuscular therapist, and we'll get him on camera talking about what he does and all the benefits that he has. All right, talk to you soon. Alright guys, so we're in here at Lifetime Fitness doing a shoulders and arm workout. Today's my high carb day, or refeed day, so feeling good. We're going to basically kind of go through each exercise. I'm not going to record the whole workout. I don't want to bore you to death. Starting off here with single arm laterals with cable. Going for a 1 second contraction at the top. Controlled negative. The key with today's workout is short rest periods. I mean, no more than 40-45 seconds between everything. So very up tempo. Put as much blood as we can in the delts and arms. I was actually training shoulders and arms earlier in the week, back and chest. So this is kind of the secondary blood volume workout. All right. So we're just going to kind of go through each of the exercises today. Supinated overhead press.
Too close.
Basically just get isolation in the front delt. Using the easy curl bar just because it's easier on the wrist and the elbows. Just constant tension. As you can see, oxygen debt's getting kind of high just because, like I said, it's short rest periods. So we're going to keep cranking it out. Alright, so here we're going to do, it's an upright row, but kind of a modified version. Trying to keep any traps from engaging. So you basically, as you lift, you're going to drop the shoulder blades down, emphasize the contraction. So you'll see me do a 2 second contraction at the top. Also, I like using straps because it allows me to keep my wrists loose and not flex it, just kind of hang. That way I can just focus on pulling through the delt, taking everything out of the rear delts, just cranking out 25 reps, continuous pumping motion, tension, always obviously trying to keep as much tension on the muscle as possible, not just going fast and just getting through it. You're constantly trying to flex. For myself, I like to lean forward, keep the shoulders protracted, so keep them pushed forward and don't retract them. That way you don't involve your rhomboids, your teres, or your traps. You'll see me basically relax into it, basically isolate the rear delt as much as possible. Giant set here with arms, 4 rounds, and with the 40-second rest in between the whole set. I mean, lots of blood volume, oxygen debt. So the movements we're going to do, typically I do an incline curl. Jim's just kind of too consumed, so we're going to vary it and do a still the same plane of motion as an incline curl. We're just going to step forward, keep the arms behind the torso the whole time. To simulate the incline curl. So we're going to go from here over to press downs, and we're going to actually do 3 reps with more of a real strict press down, and then 2 reps into a compound press down, which just means you have some shoulder flexion in there. So we'll do 3, 2, 3, 2 until we get to 15 reps. Then I'm going to go to preacher curls for 12 to 15 reps. Do a 2-second pause in the bottom position. No, pause at the top. 15 reps. Come back, do overhead cable extensions, and for it, we're going to do 10 reps pumping. Pause in the stretch position for 8-10 seconds. 10 more. Pause. 10 more. So 30 reps total. Last thing we're going to do, hammer curls with the rope cable for 20 reps.
talked about. It's on the eccentric. pause for 8 to 10 seconds. And more. Another pause in the stretch. Total of 30 reps here.
Alright guys, just got done working out, which we filmed a little bit of. Did shoulders and arms, and continuing the refeed high caloric intake day. I did have an intra workout shake today with carbs. I haven't really been doing that lately just because my carb intake's been lower. So I had this full, I had 65 grams of carbs and 15 grams of essential amino acids, 6 grams of Hydromax, 8 grams of citrulline malate, 4 grams of L-carnitine, all mixed together. Drank it while I was working out. So for my post-workout meal, I have been doing this same meal, just obviously lower volume. I've been having just 30 grams of carbs worth of rice, jasmine rice typically, and 6 ounces of turkey. So obviously today being the higher day, I'm doing 5 ounces of turkey. Like I said, I'm lowering my protein intake some for the day, so just 5 ounces of ground turkey. And then this whole bag of jasmine rice, Trader Joe's. This is 80 grams of carbs. So mix all that together. So once that's mixed, then add my new favorite sauce, condiment, sugar-free barbecue sauce, honey flavored, G. Hughes. It's only got 2 grams of carbs per serving. Only put 1 serving on there. Today I'm not really going to measure it just because my calories are high today, so I really don't care how much is on there. So the more the better, actually. And then I love mustard pretty much with any condiment. I know it's weird, but I just like the flavor. So I'm going to throw a little bit of mustard on there too. And then also, you know, with all this flavoring, I actually will put my sea salt in my meal. So that's 80 grams of carbs. And then my favorites, rice cakes, caramel. I'm gonna have 2 to 3 of these. That's gonna be another 20-30 grams of carbs. So we're looking at, you know, about 100 to 110 grams of carbs post-workout. After this, heading straight to John Quint, which we'll get on film. Take a snack with me, probably a protein shake, and probably just a bag of these, you know, to snack on for my next meal because we'll go there for a few hours. Come back, and then the next thing will be the free meal tonight. Yay! So look forward to that.
All right, so it's that time of the day. I'm one that don't really care if I get cheat meals, free meals, or refeeds or whatever, but obviously they're a necessity sometimes, and when I get them, I take full advantage of them. You best believe that. So if you know me or follow me at all, you know that I like sushi. I would have it every day if I could. So obviously we're at a sushi restaurant tonight for my free meal refeed day. Starting off with this fabulous dish of, it's a mixture of calamari and green beans with some kind of sauce all over. It smells fantastic. Never had it before, but it will probably be gone in about 2 minutes. And then we'll get back out when the main course first comes and show you the phenomenal thing that I'm about to put down tonight. Alright? Alright, so it has finally arrived. What I've been waiting for already. This lovely look you see here is going down. It doesn't stand much of a chance. It has no chance of surviving tonight. It might last for about 20 minutes, if that. And we'll show you the end results in a few. Alright, so this is the destruction that just happened. Last piece right here, going down for the cows.